What's up, everybody? It's Jake with Lamps and Lawn Service. You know who I am. This is my first video. This year we're gonna try to be more content-minded with Lamps and Lawn Service. Try to get you guys involved in what we're trying to do and who we're trying to be. Today we got some tasks to do to get ready for the season. It's I believe it's February 26th. Let's see, 25th. Excuse me. Somehow it's 70 degrees outside and there's still snow on the ground. That's just Missouri. You guys know how it is. Today, we're gonna start the day off with a haircut, and then, because your boy needs it big time. We gotta get a fresh fade going and, look good for customers and, just anybody we want to look good for. Other than that, we're gonna go give ourselves a paycheck at the bank and get some things paid. We're also gonna go pick up some equipment for the new season. I'm gonna shut my phone down for just a second because this my security system is being really annoying right now. We'll cut this part. There we go. All right, now the phone's off. I couldn't stand hearing the notifications. Anyways, we're gonna get some new equipment for our new venture we're going to getting into this year, which is weed control and fertilizer. Gonna go get a backpack sprayer, some chemical resistant aprons, and some shoes. We may not get everything all in one stop today. I've really been deciding on what way I want to go, especially with the PPE. And whether I want to get a full face respirator, whether I want to get just a face shield, what kind of gloves I want to get, whether it's elbow length or just some normal gloves for that wrist length. And we're just gonna kind of peruse around, and after I get that done, I'll go over the list of equipment that we did end up purchasing, and maybe some afterthoughts on what we thought about what we saw while we were shopping for other things. So we'll see how it all plays out today. We're also gonna get our list of customers together. That's just some boring paperwork. You guys don't really need to be involved with that, but we'll get our previous clients and some new clients that we've gained, get some estimates sent out. We're going to touch up our service agreement that we're rolling out this year. In the past, we've kind of had a service agreement, but it's more been verbally. I did send out one last year. I just added a few things that I added a few things that caused some problems in the past that I just feel like needs to be added from the beginning. We're gonna start printing them off and then handing them out to customers. That's one thing that we struggled with in the last year. At the beginning of the season, we laid out all of our policies and we're very upfront, and we communicated our policies to new customers that we took on during the season. But I'd much rather get into a better habit of actually handing the customer a paper that kind of describes all of our policies. That way communication is clear, and when communication is clear, when confrontations or difficult conversations do arise, because they absolutely will arise, like they will come up, we just have something to look at, and if the confrontation that we're dealing with at the time isn't listed in our service agreement, well, we have an opportunity to add to our service agreement and become a conflict resolution specialist. I just made that up, so we're gonna go with that. Anyways, this is our intro to our first video of the year. Hopefully we continue this trend here, and my goal is really like once a week, once every 10 days or so, get a video put together, because I am an owner operator and I'm solo right now, so we're just kind of doing our thing, and this is our 4th year going into the business, and we're still learning and growing, thankfully. And yeah, so we'll see what the day brings, and hope you guys are enjoying your day. Bye. What's up, everybody? We are extremely early to my haircut appointment. Sitting inside my extremely dusty 99 Honda Civic that has saved me so much money and fuel cost and just maintenance in general. Although I will say I bought this car thinking it'd be really easy to work on, and like nothing that I've had to do besides a valve cover has been easy to work on. So that plan kind of backfired. But I'm outside Hudson Hawk on South Campbell in the Battlefield, right across from Walmart. It's a super small building between the Taco Bell and Chipotle. Man, I don't know how my notifications get turned back on, but I get so tired of hearing about it. So we're gonna turn my phone down again. That's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get a fade here, and you know, we can't disrespect the barber afterwards. We're not gonna wear this hat after we get our haircut done, but you know, hopefully you know, we get it done quickly and it looks good. We'll see what happens. All right, we are post haircut now. We're gonna head to Site One, the landscaping material company, and kind of just investigate what they got going on. Maybe I'll get some B-roll footage and show you guys around there. I've never actually been there. I've driven by it tons of times, and my initial thoughts of it are just to, like, they're a pretty mainstream landscaping material company. I'm not sure if they're nationwide, but they're pretty widespread across. I'm just gonna go ahead and say they're nationwide. Please correct me if I'm wrong though. But places like that, they have a name, and like, that's cool. They also typically they just cost more, and you know, that's fairly normal when you have a good reputation and you're able to expand and grow. You know, respect to them. But in a position that I'm in, I may end up shopping around at different places that offer the same materials, same equipment, at a slightly lower price, and maybe help out some more local people. But we're gonna head there. We're not too far. Check out the fade though. We got a nice little fade going. Yeah, we look good. We know we look good. All right, y'all. I didn't get any kind of B-roll footage for you like I said I would at Site One. I got a little excited and I just got out of there. You know, it's fun spending money for new stuff. But I did want to show you. I didn't end up getting everything that I needed. This said is still a little bit early for having like PPE in surplus stock right now, and I didn't really understand that, because I mean, just last year we started mowing second week of March or so, and we're in the last week of February, and we're approaching prime time to lay down pre-emergent. And when you're laying down pre-emergent and, you know, different pesticides, you need PPE. So I don't know, maybe I'm just a weird one in that sense, but my overall opinion with Site One is that they have some knowledgeable people. I don't know. I had a few conversations get interrupted just by side conversations that just weren't relevant, but other than that, it was a pretty good experience. Anyways, they got tons of stuff there, and they have access to the other things that I wanted, but I just had I had my eyes set on some other products from Uline, like the full face respirator, you know, face shield, goggles, different types of gloves, you know, nitro rubber gloves and butyl rubber gloves and Viton gloves, and different materials that you'd use for different pesticides that are all chemical resistant. On top of aprons, definitely an apron is a must. You don't want that getting all over your arms and stuff. It's just gonna take a toll on you after a while, and you know, a lot of this stuff has been known to lead to cancer if not used properly. And don't quote me on that though. It's not everybody, or not every product, but I'm skeptical. But proper use and using proper equipment and proper environments, not using it when it's too hot or too cold, or leaving it out in the sun to degrade that way. It's just all about how you use it. Make sure you wash your hands and anytime you deal with it. But anyways, I got this backpack sprayer. I haven't even taken it out of the box yet. So I'll see if I can get an angle here. We can get both of us in here. There's my box. But here it is. That's what it looks like. I'm gonna cut here and see if we can get a different angle here, so we can get the full view. Yo, we're gonna start over. Hey, what's up, guys? I wanted to come back into this video and kind of I'm kind of cutting in the middle of it after I created most of the video. But I wanted to also comment about the Site One location I went to today, where I did feel like I was interrupted a few times just for nonsense type conversations especially when I was in the middle of talking and communicating with what I wanted when I needed. I didn't really appreciate that, but I do want to say that they absolutely like walk me through how their app works that they have, which is pretty cool. And they also gave me an opportunity to come in and talk to their agro lead, as I believe is what they defined his position as, and they said that he would absolutely walk me through like setting up a plan for fertilizer, and that he was a turf nerd. That's what they said. They said he was a turf nerd, and like, that's me. I like to be a nerd. I'm gonna take these glasses off because of the glare, but I like to be a nerd about things that I enjoy, which people that know me can definitely attest that sometimes I get a little bit too involved with the conversations that I have with them, knowing that they don't have the same passion for that topic that I do. So I love people like that. So I wanted to recap on that and just mention that, because I neglected to mention that earlier. Where, like I said, I did get interrupted, but man, they do have some knowledgeable people up there, and I do believe that they're willing to, help me out. Because I want to be the best in the business, and in order to be the best in the business, you got to learn from the best, or perform like the best, and it's just part of the process. But I did want to add that in there. I didn't want anybody thinking that they were just all bad and didn't appreciate customers, and that just wasn't the truth. And I feel like I didn't share the whole truth, but just wanted to cut that in here for a second. All right, we're gonna try this in the bed of the truck rather than the hood of the truck, as we were using, in case you're interested. So we got our Flowzone Typhoon 3.0. I did spend the extra, I think $60-$75 to get the better pump. It's just gonna be able to create more pressure and last longer. And another reason why I got into these is because a lot of the backpack sprayers are not serviceable. But this one does have tons of serviceable parts, whether it be for the internals of the actual backpack sprayer itself, or the straps for the backpack, all that good stuff. It's all available. They are, I believe they're 18 volt. Yes, 18 volt batteries, 4-gallon capacity. I did get an extra battery. Unfortunately, you can't charge them in the truck just as is. But I'm pretty good about keeping stuff charged, and yeah, we're pretty handy, so we can figure out how to get them charged. Now this does have a, let's see, 85 gallon per charge output, they say. That's what the box says. We'll see. 85 gallons. Let's do some quick math. And it's 3 days, 24 hours, it's 72. I mean, that's a lot of uses. We'll just get the calculator out. I ain't a mathematician. $85 divided by 4, 21.25 tanks worth of usage in one battery. That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. So we'll see if it actually goes up to that. A lot of batteries, they say they last so long, and they really don't. So we'll see. Anyways, let's get this unboxed. I believe this is going to be, yeah, this is our charger. I'm going to lift this up just a little bit. There we go. This is our charger. Plug it into the wall. It's like a laptop charger. It's wild. Don't litter. Keep your trash. Throw it away. See, we got, I believe this is the bigger of the two batteries. The spare that I got is not as big. This is a 5.2 amp hour, and I believe the other one's like a 2.4 or something like that. There's about a $50 difference in battery usage, and if it's using 85 gallons per charge, I shouldn't need more than this 5.2 and the 2.4 tag team. So we'll see how that works out. But there's the battery. It's pretty big. It's about as big as your impact batteries for most uses. Again, don't litter. Throw your trash away. next, that's just our hose to connect from the sprayer to the wand. Yeah, it's about 5 feet long, I believe. And here's our trigger for the wand, our handle, whatever you want to call it. It looks more like a pressure washer handle. It's got, you know, the quick attachment there. Looks like it's threaded over here, which amazing. I will say one thing I always get nervous about, because the ones I've always had with the wands on my pressure washer, these things leak like crazy, and let's just hope and pray to God that this is not the same, because I do not want pesticide spraying all willy-nilly around these brass fittings. So we're going to be careful with that. Maybe test it with water first and see what happens. It does have a lockout mechanism too, looks like. I don't know, they don't really have a notch in here for you to use it. It doesn't look like. Oh, there we go. You just force it in there. It's fine. I'm just being a wimp. Yeah, and then now we're open. So there's the handle. Our backpack straps. Yeah. Oh, I do like that. So it's got my backpack blower that I have, the Echo 9010. It does not have, neighbors pulling in, it does not have these straps with the buckles in them. And not only does this have one buckle, but it's got a second buckle. It's got a second buckle towards the bottom of your waist, and I think that's going to help a ton. It's carrying, you know, 4 gallons worth of water, or pesticide rather. Over time is going to drag on you. Same with, you know, the big backpack blowers. They're going to drag on you, and it's just a lot more weight when you're carrying it for potentially hours throughout a day. So that'll be nice to have that extra support. The padding, super nice. Looks pretty soft, and there's more padding than the Echo actually, than the backpack blower, I should say. So there's that. And we got our wand to attach to our trigger. I'm not gonna put that in yet, but there's that. And then the tank. Don't litter. We got our lid here. I'm gonna have to look at instructions to really determine what this is used for. I'm really not sure. I love instructions, by the way. Anybody who hates instructions, just missed me with that. Instructions are great. Doesn't fit together, so they got to be used separately somehow. I'm just not sure how yet. We'll figure it out. We're gonna leave it in here. It does have a filter, so that's good. We don't want, you know, dirt and grime and bugs and things to be getting into our wands and in the internals of the sprayer. And it definitely looks like a 4-gallon. Anyways, that's the sprayer. We got a little compartment in here for the battery. That's really nice. Let me just go up in there. Man, it smells so clean, like clean plastic. You know. I'll have to, again, just kind of look up directions for the different tips, because, you know, depending on the pesticide you're using, that's going to answer your question on what kind of droplet size. And you know, the wind has a factor. You can increase and decrease your droplet sizes to prevent drift, because, you know, using chemicals like this, you don't want things to be drifting in the water sources or in the beehives and things like that. It goes back to the responsible use of pesticides. So that's another thing I need to add to my equipment list this year, is a wind meter. Yes, a wind meter. It does detect how fast the wind is, and above a certain mile an hour, I want to say it's like 8 or 10. I'll have to look it up again. 8 or 10 miles an hour, you really don't want to spray. So it's something we got to be mindful of this year. But this is the start. I'm scheduling my test this week to get licensed with the state, and then we update our insurance, and we start advertising for fertilizer and pest and weed control. And like I said, it's about that time to start laying down some pre-emergent here soon, especially if this weather keeps up. And yeah, I think that's all I got for today. I may end up making this a video by itself. I do still have to go in and make some customer lists, and if I think of anything to add to this video, well, I'll be sure to include you guys. Thank you for watching.